Up in the hills of Pachmarhi, Madhya Pradesh, it can get quiet. Sometimes very quiet. Yet in this place, linked with the legendary Pandavas, the echoes of their epic still linger through time, space and spirit. If the history of mankind is all about wars and victory, then the march of this history has moved to music, martial music. If music be the food of love, play on. But if music be the fuel of duty, daring and determination in the face of death, always play on. Play on till the day is saved or won. Nestled in the quiet hills of Pachmarhi is the Army Education Corps AEC Training College and Centre, forming part of which is the Military Music Wing, home to the force multiplier of our armed forces, the launch and keypad of martial music. Reveille heralds the dawn of another day at the AEC Centre, Pachmarhi.
Good! 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 Slavat! Just!
Vidyaev Balam, knowledge is power, is the AEC motto, and blessed is the power that seeks knowledge. For only through knowledge can the frontiers of freedom be defended by body and mind, as the Army Education Corps prayer invokes.
Where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world is not broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
Brigadier J.S. Ghumman, Commandant AEC Training College and Centre, Pachmarhi, outlines the history and development of the centre.
The Army Educational Corps, in its present shape, was raised on 1st June 1947 as the Indian Army Educational Corps and subsequently redesignated as the Army Educational Corps in 1950. The AEC Training College and Centre at Pachmarhi is the flagship of Army Educational Corps, with a history dating back to 1939, when the Army School of Education moved from Belgaum in Karnataka to this place. It was named as AEC Centre and School, but was renamed as AEC Training College and Centre after it was affiliated to Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Sagar in 1961. The affiliation marked the introduction of degree and diploma courses. In 1985, the AEC Training College and Centre was granted the status of autonomous college under the same university to design, run, examine, and award its own degrees and diplomas in a number of disciplines. In 1995, the affiliation of Training College and Centre was shifted to Barkatullah University, Bhopal, as a part of the reorganization of the varsity jurisdiction in the Madhya Pradesh. The AEC Training College Centre has today come to establish itself as a national seat of excellence in Army education and has carved a name in the global domain of military training.
Brigadier Ghumman further observes,
we run some of the most unique training programs subscribed to by not only the entire Indian Armed Forces, but also by all paramilitary organizations and armed forces of various foreign countries. Among the most notable training programs are the courses in foreign languages and English run at the Foreign Languages Wing, the Computer, Educational Technology, and Library Science courses run at the University Courses Wing, and the Mapcraft courses run at the Regimental Courses Wing, equipped with some of the most modern training facilities like networked computer classrooms, smart classrooms, digital language labs, and computer-aided language labs. The AEC Training College and Centre today is a hub of contemporary training infrastructure available in very few institutions in the world. At the risk of sounding partial, I may add, however, that we do accord pride of place to our military music wing, Pachmarhi, the only one of its kind in Asia.
Adopted as the Army song in November 1996, the stirring Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja, composed by Captain Ram Singh of Azad Hind Fauj INA fame, has been arranged for military band by Major H.B. Bral, former director, Military Music Wing. The Army song provides an inspiring military melody with a strong rhythm. Captain Tirthankar Chakravarti, Instructor, Foreign Languages Wing, AEC Training College and Centre, Pachmarhi, explains the time-tested role played by music related to armies the world over, including its use by the Indian Army.
Music as such has always been one of the most important aspects of human life, more so in the case of wars and battlefields. Soldiers have always required some kind of music to enhance their fighting abilities as well as to give a rise to a sense of valor and courage in them. Ever since the First World War, we have had numerous examples of colonels of units, that's the COs of the commanding officers of the units, who have gone into battle with the bagpipers playing behind them. Also, there has been a huge significance of sound signals in the army traditions for conveying of messages and all, which probably accounts for the various bugle calls that we have in army music. This required setting up of an organized setup to teach music to the troops and soldiers. As a step towards that, this particular organization of Military Music Wing at AEC Training College and Centre, Pachmarhi, functions.
Brigadier Ghumman highlights the contribution of the Military Music Wing to the upbeat outlook of our armed forces.
The Military Music Wing of AEC Training College and Centre is a unique training facility which is also the one of its kind in Asia and only the second of its kind in the world, listed only next to the Neller Hall School of Military Music in UK. The Military Music Wing was set up in 1950 on the behest of the then Commander-in-Chief Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa as the nodal agency for the training of musicians of the Indian Armed Forces. Since then, it has grown to become the popular destination for training in military music in Asia. Since then, the Military Music Wing has trained thousands of musicians for armed forces and Indian paramilitary forces, as well as over 200 musicians from various foreign countries. Essentially, a Western musical genre, the Military Music Wing was able to amalgamate the rich Indian musical corpus into the domain of military music too. This was an outcome of the process of Indianization of military music done in lines of the version of the then Chief of Army Staff, General Shankar Roy Chaudhary in 1997. Military Music Wing is today the pioneer in fusion music of Western orchestral and military band elements and Indian classical music genre. The Military Music Wing also boasts of rich collection of scores and tracks of military music and notations in its museum, which are very popular attractions for most of the visitors to the place. The Golden Jubilee of the Military Music Wing was celebrated recently in the year 2000 and was attended by some of the most notable representatives from the field of martial music from across the globe.
As Captain Chakravarti points out,
the requirement of music in Indian Army is quite unique. For one, Indian Army is one of the largest armies in the world. So obviously, we require to train a large number of musicians. The very quantum of musicians that are being trained in this establishment itself is quite significant, probably the one of its kind in the world. Secondly, military music till recently was always considered to be on the Western mode. It used to follow the Western musical traditions, the Western musical methodologies. But Military Music Wing has not only enhanced or not only built up from that mode, it has also come to incorporate within it the Indian classical or the Indian musical tradition to the extent that we are now able to successfully perform integrating both the Western musical traditions as well as the Indian traditions on military bands.
On this score, Captain Chakravarti adds,
in the training year of 1999, this establishment signed Memorandum of Understanding with the Prayag Sangeet Samiti of Allahabad. It is a reputed institution which specializes in Indian classical music, and it permits our final year potential bandmasters and those who are already qualified and are matriculate to appear directly for senior diploma examination, which otherwise is of 4 years duration at Allahabad. The examination center has been this MMW at AEC Training College and Center, and the diploma is awarded by Prayag Sangeet Samiti and is recognized by UGC. So far, we have trained 222 candidates who have appeared in the examinations successfully. This is the academic aspect of it. However, our musicians who are trained in Indian classical music, once they go back to their units and formations, they are able to perform on not just in the Western classical instruments, but also on some Indian classical instrument also.
Under a glorious winter's sun, and under the energetic baton of Subedar Mir Bahadur Thapa, a trainee band of the military music wing performs the immortal Sare Jahan Se Acha. For instructor Thapa, it has been a career of high note, both as a trainee musician and as a teacher.
शुरू में तो मैं 84-85 में रेजिमेंटल म्यूजिशियन कोर्स किया, सीरियल नंबर 35. उसके बाद मेरा पोटेंशियल बैंड मास्टर कोर्स का चांस 91 से 94 जुलाई तक मेरा 3 साल का कोर्स 148 हफ्ते का कोर्स पूरा किया. उसमें अच्छा ग्रेडिंग मिलने के बाद मेरे को यहाँ एज ए इंस्ट्रक्टर म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रक्टर के लिए बुलाया गया. मैं 97 जुलाई से अभी तक इसी विंग में इंस्ट्रक्टर के रूप में कार्यरत हूँ. वैसे मिलिट्री बैंड के अंदर तो जितने भी वेस्टर्न है, इंडियन है, पूरी अच्छी तरह से बजाते हैं. मेरा वैसे कंपोजिशन में एक वतन का राहफी था, वो भी मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. बाकी कदम कदम बढ़ाया जा, ये पेट्रोटिंग यानी कि आर्मी सॉन्ग, बाकी मार्शल म्यूज़िक और हिंदुस्तानी जो संगीत है वो पूरे मेरे को पसंद है. जब मैं कोर्स किया था सिर्फ अपना ये वेस्टर्न इंस्ट्रूमेंट यानी इंडियन इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं था, हिंदुस्तानी संगीत के ऊपर नहीं था. अभी जब मैं कोर्स में आया उसके बाद जितना भी यहाँ से हमारा MMW से फेस्टिवल मिल रहा है हिंदुस्तानी संगीत का और वेस्टर्न दोनों को मिला के, उसमें हम बेजेज जितने भी बेजेज आते हैं हर साल उनको हम ट्रेनिंग देके भेजते हैं.
The process of Indianization of military music has struck its own chord, according to Major Nazir Hussain, former advisor military music, recalling his association with the MMW Pachmarhi.
ऐसा है, एज एडवाइज़र मिलिट्री म्यूज़िक जब मैं इस कुर्सी पे था सिंस 98 से, तो हमने काफ़ी इसकी उन्नति के लिए काफ़ी काम किए. सबसे पहले तो हमने इसका इंडियनाइजेशन काम तो इसका जो है जो इंडियन इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर, इंडियनाइजेशन तो पहले से चल रहा था इसका, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है कि इंडियनाइजेशन नहीं था. इंडियनाइजेशन जब से स्कूल खड़ा था उसके बाद ही स्टार्ट हुआ है. 1953 से इसका इंडियनाइजेशन वर्क शुरू हो गया, क्योंकि 1950 में स्कूल स्टार्ट हुआ. 53 के बाद 54, 53, 54 आई थिंक सो, ऐसे कुछ है सन, जो कि स्टार्ट हुआ. उसी वक्त से राग बहार, राग भोपाली, राग यमन, ये कंपोजिशन हुई हैं, इसके ऊपर अरेंजमेंट हुई हैं. मोस्टली तो कंपोज जितना भी किया है जन रॉय चौधरी एंड मिस्टर गुरुंग ने की। एंड मिस्टर गुरुंग तो आला दर्जा के कंपोज़र थे, अरेंजर थे, कंडक्टर थे एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटल प्लेयर भी थे, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है। उनकी कंपोजिशन आज भी जो है 300-400 चल रही है। बट इंडियनाइजेशन जो है इंडियन इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर जो है 97 से स्टार्ट हुआ था। जनरल शंकर राय चौधरी जो चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ थे उस वक्त, वो बड़े ही शौकीन थे कि इंडियन इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर इंडियनाइजेशन किया जाए। तो उस टाइम पर एडिशनल डायरेक्टर जनरल आर्मी एजुकेशन जो थे जनरल त्यागी थे, उन्होंने काफ़ी दिलचस्पी ली इसमें, बहुत दिलचस्पी, ये हकीकत वाली बात है। तो ये स्टार्ट हुआ और इसमें हमने इंडियन इंस्ट्रक्टरों को एम्प्लॉय किया गया जिनने इसमें ट्रेनिंग दी गई और जितना भी हो सका उतनी ट्रेनिंग मिली है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। इसमें संतूर, सितार, दिलरुबा, तबला यूज़ किया गया और वो मेनली जो ओल्ड कंपोजिशन जो इंडियनाइजेशन ऑलरेडी बन चुकी हुई थी वहाँ पर, राग यमन, राग भोपाली, उसी को ही मतलब रिवाइज़ किया गया। और जो एक्चुअल अरेंजमेंट है जो वो मिलिट्री बैंड के इंस्ट्रूमेंट पर ही बजती थी, जो मेलोडी थी वो इन इंस्ट्रूमेंटों के ऊपर बच जाती थी। तो कॉम्बिनेशन दोनों का एक साथ हो जाता था। तो इंडियनाइजेशन ये इंडियन इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर शुरू किया गया। आप लगाइए जैसे कि अभी एक जनरल टैपीस है, जनरल टैपी में कमौनी फोक सॉन्ग है, कमौनी सॉन्ग है। जो कमौनी जवान जो है बाकी नॉर्दर्न सेक्टर के तो नहीं है, उसको पहचान सकते हैं, बट कमौनी जितने भी हैं ये जितने लोग हैं, गढ़वालीज एंड कमौनीज, एंड वो तो एकदम पहचान जाएंगे कि भाई ये हमारे मतलब वतन का, हमारे साइड की, हमारे जो जगह है वहाँ का ही गाना है। तो उनके दिमाग में तो एकदम आ जाएगी ये चीज़।
Depending upon the skill and progress of the trainees, a variety of courses is on offer, informs Captain Chakravarti.
Basically, all the courses can be divided into two groups. One is the military band courses, and the second group is the pipe and drums band courses. In the military band courses, we have 4 courses: the young bandsman course, the regimental musicians course, the potential bandmasters course, and the intensive training of military band course. In the pipe and drum band courses, we have the drum majors course, the pipe majors course, the pipe drummer course, the piper course, the bugler course, and the trumpeter course.
A final year trainee in the potential bandmasters course, Naik Vimal Joshi, feels the call of duty answered through military music.
कोर्स करने के बाद हम लोग रेजिमेंट लौट जाते हैं। हमने जो यहाँ सीखा है वो अपने साथ वालों को सिखाते हैं और अपने जो बैंड का स्टैंडर्ड थोड़ा ऊंचा करने की कोशिश करते हैं। पहले से जो मार्शल म्यूजिक होता है उसको सुन के एक जोश, एक जज्बा आता है जो इंसान के अंदर, वही दिल आया जिस कारण संगीत की तरफ रुझान हुआ हमारा। सर बचपन में हम जैसे रिपब्लिक डे में ये परेड में बजता है तब हम इसको सुना करते थे, इस तरह की म्यूजिक को।
With an amazing collection of musical instruments at its command, the military music wing Pachmarhi can blow its own trumpet in the form of a museum. The present director, MMW, Mr. S.R. Kantpal, elaborates.
And we have also very old LPs of Western music, Indian classical music, and audio CDs or audio cassettes. These are the helping of our training. Demand from various regimental centers and units for music score and martial music on cassettes and CDs. Military music wing fulfill their requirement by photocopying of music score and pre-recorded audio cassettes and CDs.
After the sound and colour of the Republic Day Parade, the proud bearers of the Pachmarhi tunes and traditions will salute the Supreme Commander at the beating retreat ceremony. The nation will abide with their call. It is retreat at AEC Training College and Centre, Pachmarhi.
Samkat! Good! Good! Slavic! Just! Good! Budget! Just! Good! Wish up!
Up in the hills of Pachmarhi, it can get quiet, sometimes very quiet. But the heroic echoes of an epic still resound.